Hello. And welcome back here, everybody, to a frigid morning here at the Frank. Me, Matt Laguza, and Tobias Coker here on the call today for Elon's first official home game of the season, Elon versus Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big game, right? Maryland, they're a big school. They were in the receiving votes category in this week's poll, and it's a huge opportunity for Elon to get on track and start racking up some of these quality wins, right? We're talking about March Madness with the bubble teams. Got to get these quality wins. This qualifies as a quality win opportunity for Elon.
For sure, it's time after just sweeping UNCW last night, taking 2 out of 3 from Clemson last weekend. This is going to be one of the toughest tests of the season. And on the bump today, we have Sammy Johnson making his second start of the season.
Yeah, and I saw him pitch last weekend at Clemson. He was good. There was some rust involved, which is to be expected after coming back from injury. I think today, if we could get him through 5 innings, that would be ideal because I don't know if his ankle, I'm sure it's fine. I don't know if it's 100%. And I don't know if he's built up his arm quite ready yet to throw a full, 100 pitches.
So today we got Elon in the gold. As we mentioned, we got Sammy on the bump with CJ behind the plate. Infield from left to right is Sawyer at first, Zane at second, Schmid at short, and Hartman slotting in there at third. Then we've got Jimmy Bean in left, Jaden, the everyday center fielder, in there, and Jay-Z making the start in right field. And now up for Maryland, we have Brandon Olam, the left fielder, leading it off for the Terrapins.
Yeah, that first pitch there was a great sign from Sammy because he fouled it off he was way late on it. So his fastball's got velocity and life on it so far. Obviously just one pitch, but still, good start.
That one is inside.
Did he foul it back? He might.
Or it might have gone off the bat there, knob of the bat. So the count is now 0-2. Sammy had a stellar season last year for Elon. He's going to look to replicate that this season and hope to jump Elon into the rankings again.
Yeah, no, Sammy was really good last year. Him and Romaneus were fantastic.
Strike 3 there. Sammy starts the game off with a strikeout.
Yeah, it's hard to ask for a better start than that if you're Sammy, a 3-pitch strikeout.
And now up for the Terrapins, we've got Nick Newnham, the center fielder, coming up with the typical Todd Frazier walk-up song.
Right.
That one's in there for a called strike. Sammy looks pretty good today.
Yeah, I mean, he's just
so
pounding
far.
the strike zone. And it's not just he's throwing quality strikes, too. They're on the corners, on the edges. And so, as we saw yesterday, walks can really kill you. So if he could keep throwing strikes, he's going to give us a good chance to win.
That one's going to be low. The count is going to be even at 1-1. But that's a great pitch. That's the kind of pitch that Sammy loves. The little left to right breaking, I believe it's a sinker that he throws there.
Sinker or changeup, something like that.
Sinker or changeup, and it just goes in there. That's a pitch that you can chase.
So
that one's going to be grounded down the line. Zane Davis coming after it. No one's going to be there to cover, and he's going to be safe at first.
Yeah, that's what it does. That they practice it all the time in practice. PFP, as they call them. And it seems pretty tedious when we're doing it in practice, not going to lie. But situations like that, it's why you have to keep practicing those.
It was definitely a little miscommunication there between Sammy, Zane, and Sawyer of who was going to grab that ball, who was going to cover. But now we got the 3-hole hitter, Gibby White, the first baseman, up to bat.
See, Gibby doesn't seem the most fleet of foot, so let's see if we could get a ground ball here right to the shortstop.
That one's going to be outside. The count goes 1-0. Runner's going. That ball gets past CJ. So runner's going to be safe at second. And Maryland has a runner in scoring position here early.
Yeah, this is a big start here for Sammy to try to hunker down and make sure this run doesn't get in, right? He got off to that great start, that 3-pitch strikeout. Let's see if he can do it again here and get out of this jam.
We've got a 2-0 count here. And the pitch from Sammy. That's going to be catching the inside corner. Count goes to 2-1.
It's a really good pitch. Again, that same sinking movement on it. Looks like it's right down the middle, and then bang, inside corner. Can't do anything with it.
Sammy's looked really sharp early. Obviously, the runner on base got on from a very weak contact infield single. Pitch from Sammy. That one's in the dirt. Count goes 3-1.
All right, let's see now if Sammy can lock in and get this guy out. Here, 3-1 count. Just don't give him anything too good. Don't let him drive anything.
Sammy with the pickoff attempt. That one's going to get into the outfield. Runner is heading to third. Jaden's going to grab it, and he's going to be safe there. Maryland now has a runner 90 feet from scoring here in the first inning.
Now we need one of these patented Sammy Johnson strikeouts here because obviously any ball in play is most likely going to get this runner in. So a strikeout here is huge.
A strikeout would be huge here for Sammy. That one's going to curve in there, and the count's going to go full at 3-2.
Did he just do a 3-1 slider or 3-1 breaking ball?
He did. That's confidence right there.
Yeah.
And the 3-2. That one's ball 4. Don't know if that missed inside or low.
Yeah, I couldn't really see that one, not gonna lie.
But that one at least sets up the double play here for Elon.
Yeah.
And now up is the 4-hole hitter, Mason Burke, the right fielder.
Oh, now we got a lefty up. Let's see if Sammy can throw that sink or changeup thing. Start that at the front hip, and then have it dive into the inside corner.
That one's going to be popped in the air. Jaden Ryan getting under it. Runner is tagging at third. He's going to take off. The throw from Jaden is in. Sawyer cuts it off. He wasn't going to be in time anyway, and that is going to be the first run of the ball game.
Yeah, that's fine. Good job by Jaden to hit the cut there, because if that went over the cut, there was no shot we were going to get him at home. We just made sure that the runner stayed at first.
And now I believe up now is Mark Sasso. I believe the catcher. Sack fly brings in a run there. Now there is a runner on first with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Sasso, that one's fouled off. Count goes 0-1.
Yeah, Sammy's looked really good. I mean, even the run that they scored, right? It was an infield hit, stole second, got to third on a wild pickoff, and then scored on a sac fly. So it's not like they've been hitting the ball hard off Sammy.
And the 0-1 pitch to Sasso. That one's going to catch the outside corner. Count goes 0-2.
Here we go. That was a really good pitch, though, out of Sammy. That little breaking ball that looks like a strike the whole time, or looks like a ball, and then finishes low and outside corner.
The 0-2. That one's outside. Count goes 1-2. Now, Sammy's looked good so far. I mean, obviously, the earned run early is not ideal, but it was a weak ground ball, a stolen base, a pass ball, and then a sac fly.
Yeah.
You know, he's not been hit hard, and he's looked confident with his pitches. That one's fouled off.
That ball was hit pretty hard. That was the hardest hit ball of the inning so far.
Yes.
And it was foul, so we're good. But yeah, no, he's looked really good. Obviously the pickoff error is a rough one as a pitcher. That one sucks to have. But you know, we're gonna get 1 run anyway. But it's just a matter of him kind of locking it and making those little mistakes not happen in the future.
And the 1-2, that one's going to be grounded weakly to third. Hartman charging, grabs it, throws to first. He's going to get him. That's going to be the third out of the inning. Maryland, yep.
That was a great play by Hartman there, coming in charging. That's not an easy play to make.
Maryland's able to get 1 across there. Elon's coming up with Jaden Ryan, Jimmy Bean, and Garrett Schmiederer due up. Mary's are just good in general. We love St. Mary's. Who's the pitcher? Jameson Covey. Jameson Covey. That's actually pretty cool. See? This man looks like he can pitch. let's see. And he's got a great name. Yeah, I might want to take that one, yeah. We need, Trophy says we need your thoughts on Georgia Tech, Louisville. We'll do it after we introduce the lineup. Trophy's always watching. Trophy's always watching. We'll give the lineup and then we'll give the lineup and then I'll talk. That was so funny. But yeah, no, then I'll bring up the Georgia Tech logo. Come on, get it in there.
I'm not making any more deposits after today. I'm retiring.
All right.
What's Georgia Tech's odds?
And welcome back here, everybody. Bottom of the first inning. Maryland's able to scrape across one in the top half of the inning. And now Elon's going to look to try to respond against Jameson Covey, starting pitcher here for Maryland.
And so far in the warm-ups, Jameson Covey looked filthy. There was really no other way to put it. So the boys have a tall task ahead of them. But, you know, we've seen them hit good pitchers before. So just got to stay consistent and drive the ball.
And I already mentioned that we got Jaden, Jimmy, and Schmiederer due up for this inning. After him, we got Sawyer in the cleanup spot with Zane, Fitchton, Hartman, CJ, and Jay-Z rounding out the order, as that pitch is going to be low for ball one. Now, it is early today. We have barely gotten into this game, and we already have a request from one of our viewers, our very own Zachary Chofie.
Yeah.
He wants to know your thoughts on Georgia Tech versus Louisville.
So I'm a noted Georgia Tech supporter. The boys have been playing well recently. I mean, I think Louisville's going to come into the 404 to the ATL, and Louisville's going to get smoked. I think we're going to win this game pretty handily. Louisville's terrible. But I do think Coach is fired at the end of the year. I don't think it changes much for him. They already beat us once, so we got to get revenge.
Strong opinions there from Tobias Coker, but he is convinced of this. As Jaden Ryan fouled off this last one, the count goes to 1-2. That one's going to be flared in the left field. Left fielder gets under it, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And for Chofie, we all know he's looking potentially at a betting aspect of this. I would hammer whatever the Jackets are. Take that. Take the points. Not even money line.
So let's look at the defense here of Maryland. We got Jameson Covey starting on the mound with Mark Sasso behind the plate. Gibby White, who we've already seen up at the plate, is playing first with Anthony Laplity, I believe, at second. Brian Rapelski at third. Ethan Ledvig at short with Brandon Olam, Nick Noonan, and Mason Burke in the outfield.
Yeah, I mean,
some names on this team. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Gibby White is just a fantastic name. As our producer Justin Rogers noted, almost Walter White.
That one's ripped into center field, and Noonan is able to get under it, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
All right, so we've hit the ball hard twice this inning, but sometimes it's just right at someone. Can't really do much.
Two quick flyouts here for Elon, and now shortstop Garrett Schmiederer is going to come to the plate. That one's going to be low. The count goes 1-0. Covey's working quickly here as that one's going to count to the outside corner. The count is going to go 1-1.
That was a great pitch there by Covey. Low outside right at the knees.
That one's grounded down the first base line. That's going to be foul. The count is now 1-2. Covey's looked really in control today so far. Got good command over his pitches, and he trusts his defense to make plays, so he just pounds the strike zone.
Yeah, and he's got great stuff too. So he's just got to get it in the strike zone and let it play. This could be a long day for Elon because he looks really good.
And the 1-2 here from Covey. That one's going to be high. The count is going to go even at 2-2. That one's going to catch the outside corner. Strike 3. Covey's able to hold Elon scoreless. 1-2-3 inning. We're going to head to the top of the second with Maryland leading 1-0. Oh, we got some trash talk going. Yo, did you see Covey? Like when he's coming off the mound, he was like facing the dugout going, like, come on. That's what it looked like at least. I mean, he looked damn good. But you have keys? And welcome back here, everybody, to the top of the second inning. Maryland leading Elon 1-0. And right now we have Ethan Ledvig, the shortstop, up to the plate.
Let's see if Sam can bounce back. Didn't have a rough first inning. He just gave up that one run. Let's see if he can bounce back and be a little cleaner here in the second.
That first pitch is going to be in there for a strike, so he's going to get ahead in the count here, 0-1. That one's going to be popped up, foul. Count is 0-2.
This is just some great pace of play here so far. It seems like these pitches, see the pitch clock rule in MLB, and I believe in college too, and they're deciding to use that to their advantage.
That one's going to be barely fouled off. Good pitch there from Sammy.
It's a bummer. It looked like he swung and missed there. See here, 0-2. See if Sammy can get him to chase.
That one's going to be fouled off again. Good hitting here from Ledvig. And the 0-2 from Johnson. It's going to be just low. Good eye there. Good patience and discipline there to hold off because that was a great pitch.
That was a really good pitch by Sammy, especially on an 0-2 count. You don't need to throw a strike here. And it looked like a strike for 95% of the way, and then it just dipped out of the zone.
The 1-2.
That's a strike.
That one catches the inside corner. Strike 3. Sammy's second strikeout of the day and the first out of the second inning. And now coming up for Maryland, I believe is Brian Rapelski, the third baseman. I hope I'm saying these names right, but we're going to try our best.
Yeah.
In the first pitch here from Sammy, that one's going to be popped foul. Count goes 0-1. Sammy has done a great job at just pounding the strike zone early, getting ahead in counts when he can, and making the hitter work for it.
Yeah. I mean, he's looked really good so far. His stuff's got good action on it. It's just a matter of controlling it for him.
That one's popped straight up in the air. Zane Davis gets under it, and he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Jaden, Jay-Z, and Zane all getting right under it at the same time, but Zane's able to make the play.
Yeah, we got to talk there. Interesting how that's in theory, that should be Jay-Z's ball, right? Because he's the outfielder, so he's coming in. He's got the best angle at it, but as long as he make the play, and if I had to guess, we'll do some of those pop-ups in practice on Wednesday.
And Sammy's first pitch to Eric Wong, the DH, is going to be low. Count is 1-0. First time he's been... Actually, they called that a strike, sorry. That one's going to be grounded over to the second baseman. Zane's able to keep it in front of him, throw over to first, and that's the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Sammy. And Maryland is going to remain up 1-0, heading to the bottom of the second. And welcome back here, everybody, to the bottom of the second inning. Maryland up 1-0. Get Chris Sawyer, Zane Davis, and Garrett Fitchton due up here for Elon as they try to get back into this ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, they had some hard contact in the last inning, but this pitch is really good. But let's see if now we can get something going on him. See if he hasn't been able to throw his curveball for a strike as much. So see if we could sit on the curveball and make him throw it for a strike.
That first pitch is going to be low and outside. The count is 1-0 to Sawyer. That one is ripped into center field right at Noonan, and he's going to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
Again, we've hit two balls really hard just right at the center fielder here. Eventually, those will start dropping. You know, we keep hitting the ball hard. That's all you can really do.
Yeah, Elon's did a good job hitting the ball hard early here in this game. Now, second baseman Zane Davis is up to the plate. That one's in there for a strike.
That's a great pitch there. Whoa. Jeez. That was
going
really
to be low. Counts 1-1.
That was a really good pitch. We'll take the low call. I don't know how low it was actually, but we'll take it.
And the 1-1.
There we go.
It's going to be low and outside. Count goes 2-1. Zane is one of our more disciplined hitters here. Loves getting on base. Hits for high average.
Yeah, if we didn't have Jaden, Zane would be like a perfect prototypical leadoff guy,
Yeah.
right? Works the count, gets on base a lot. It's just Jaden's so fast, and he also gets on base a lot that you have to put Jaden up there.
Count is even here at 2-2. The pitch from Covey. That's going to be just outside. The count is going to go full at 3-2.
Covey did a little strut around the mound there like he wanted that third strike, and I don't blame him.
He wanted that call there.
Yeah.
And the 3-2.
That's
a strike 3 called. That's going to be the second out of the inning, and I believe Covey's third strikeout.
Yeah, I mean that was not a strike, but but the pitch before that certainly was. So
it all comes around.
It all evens out.
So now we got Garrett Fitchton up at the plate. Swing and a miss on that one. He did not play yesterday in the conclusion of the UNCW game. He did come in to pinch hit and eventually came to third, but today he gets the start at DH. Got a 1-1 pitch here. That one's grounded down the first base line. It's going to stay fair. First baseman grabs it, touches first, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. Nothing going here for Elon. 1-2-3 for the second inning in a row. We're going to be back here with the top of the third, Maryland leading 1-0. And welcome back here to the top of the third inning. Maryland up 1-0. Quick game so far, Tobias.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was looking at Sammy on the mound.
This ball a little low. Yeah, I mean so far each inning has taken about 10 minutes, give or take. So a stark change from yesterday.
Well, the 1-0 pitch here from Sammy. That one's going to be fouled off. The count is now even at 1-1.
And when you have two good pitchers like we have today, that's the thing. The hitters don't want to get to 2 strikes. We've seen their wipeout stuff, so they want to swing the bat early, put the ball in play early. So that's why this game's taken pretty quickly.
They've done a great job at throwing strikes here, making hitters work to get on base here, and not many have so far. As that one is a called strike on the inside corner, the count goes 1-2.
That's nasty. I mean, that ball moved from left to right and just sat right at the inside corner there. There's not much you could do with that if you're the hitter.
The 1-2 from Sammy. That one's going to be popped up. Sawyer is getting under it. He backs up, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
There we go. Yeah, it was a good play by Sawyer. After yesterday, we had a similar situation that it kind of fell off Sawyer's glove. And Matt Mack made a great play. But still, it's nice to see, get that confidence back up on infield flies.
Now, I believe we're coming back to the top of the order here with Brandon Olam, the left fielder, up to bat. First pitch from Sammy here. That one's going to be grounded foul. Counts 0-1 once again. Sammy getting ahead in the count here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Sammy's been doing that all day long. And that's what you want to do, right? Get ahead and then let us wipe out.
That one's hit into center field. Jaden Ryan stands under it, eases over, and makes the catch for the second out. And now the center fielder, who I feel like we've said his name a lot today, Nick Newnham, made a bunch of plays in the field.
Yeah, he's made some good plays, too. Those balls are hitting pretty hard at him.
Based on Tobias's, he is a good center fielder based on Tobias's rankings here
it seems
and
every
attributes.
team that comes to the Frank just has a good center fielder, man. I don't know, something about it.
It is what it is. I mean, when you got to compete with the opposing team's center fielder and Jaden Ryan, I mean, you kind of have to.
It's true. I think we have the best center fielder, but the other team's center fielders have been pretty good.
All right, that one is fouled off. The count is 0-1. I'll tell you, we were saying Sammy 5 innings. If he keeps going like this, that's definitely a possibility today.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, he's just cruising. He's on full cruise control here. He could go probably more than 5 at this rate.
That ball is going to be low. Count is 1-1. I mean, this could be a pitching duel that we haven't seen in a while if these pitchers continue to have this control, command, and domination that they have right now. They both just look so comfortable. That one is lined into center field. Jaden Ryan coming over. That's going to drop for a base hit. Jimmy Bean's going to get under it, and he's going to throw it in. And Maryland have something going here with 2 outs in the top of the third.
Right. This is how you know it's a pitcher's duel, is when we get a 2-out single to have just one man on first. We're calling it a rally. You know, like any base runner you get, you almost have to get him in because the way this game's going, there's not been a ton of base runners.
Doesn't look like there's going to be much traffic on the base paths today, as you said. So we'll see if these teams can get anything going. With Gibby White up to the plate. That one's going to be in there for strike 1, count as 0-1. Gibby got on base his last time up.
Yeah. Ooh, he was one of the few guys to get on base off Sammy here.
That one's ripped through the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Great hitting there from Gibby White. He is now on base his first 2 times up, and Maryland really has something cooking here in the top of the third.
Yeah, now this is huge for Sammy, right? These guys have seen him a second time. It's important to get out of this without giving up another run because we've seen their guy, Jameson Covey, has been incredible. So we can't really give up more than 1 run.
Got to try to keep this as low scoring as possible until the bats can start getting something going.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy's pounding the strike zone. Eventually something's got to fall. That one's ripped down the right field line. Foul. Some hard hit balls here.
Yeah.
At the tail end of this inning.
And you wonder if this is these guys have seen him for a second time now. So I don't know if that changes anything, right? They've seen all of his off speed. They've seen his delivery. So that could be why they're hitting him up a little better this inning.
That one's going to be outside. The count is now even at 1-1. We've seen a few of our pitchers over the last few games get into some tough situations but have the ability to get out of it. Sammy's one of those guys that doesn't get phased by base runners.
Right.
That was a great pitch there to go to the count 1-2.
Yeah, this is a huge pitch here. Get out of this inning and let the bats get back to work here.
He's going to step off as he looks back at Noonum on second. Take a little time. And the pitch from Sammy. That one's going to be grounded. Sammy can't get it. Zane is charging in. He can't make the play there. And we're going to have the bases loaded here with 2 outs.
And that's a rough one there. That's probably a play. Sammy will tell you that he should make that play. But now he's really got to lock in here.
And now we got the catcher, Mark Sasso, up to the plate here for Maryland.
Yeah, cleanup hitter?
It is the cleanup hitter,
Yeah.
yep.
So now Sammy's got to lock in.
Got bases loaded here with 2 outs. The first pitch into Sasso is high. Count goes 1-0.
Yeah, Sammy's just got to lock in and remember what he was doing the first 2 guys of this inning and get out of this jam here.
And the 1-0. That one's going to be low. Count goes 2-0. Last thing Sammy wants to do here is lose the strike zone and walk in a runner. Because, I mean, right now, Covey is looking dominant.
Covey looks really good. Yeah, and right now at 2-0, I mean, if I'm the hitter, Mark Sasso, I'm sitting fastball over the plate and driving it.
That one gets in there. Count goes 2-1. I mean, Sammy looked really good. 2 outs with nobody on. A couple hard hit balls. Gets them into this situation.
Yeah.
But right now he's got the opportunity to get out of this.
Right, he's got to
with
pitch
no
his way out of
damage.
it. That would be huge for Elon, just the way Covey's looking. Eesh.
That one's going to be low. Count goes 3-1. He's missed, I believe, all 3 pitches in this bat, low and outside.
And it doesn't seem like they've been fastballs. It's interesting to go 2-1 breaking ball. I know like he's got confidence in it and it's a good pitch. But at a certain point, you got to come fastball and make sure you don't walk the guy.
The 3-1. That one's going to hit down the third base line. That's going to be foul. The count goes full. This is a big pitch here.
This is massive, yeah. I might go change up here. He's throwing a lot of curveballs that break away, right, and fastballs that are more straight. Change up sinker breaks in the other way. The hitter hasn't seen it yet. and he might get caught thinking it's a fastball, then it comes back in backdoor.
And the 3-2 pitch from Sammy. That's going to be high. Ball 4. A run is going to come in. Maryland now leads 2-0 here in the top of the third.
Yeah, it's looked like he went breaking ball there, and it just didn't quite come back to the plate. It's a good idea, but if he had been commanding it a little better that at bat, I might have went with it. But just it was a little off. I don't know if I like that decision.
Now we have the shortstop, Ethan Ledvig, up to the plate. That one's going to be high and outside. Count goes 1-0.
Ooh, that looked like it could have been a strike.
Sammy looks like he's kind of laying off the fastball here, not throwing it very much. He did get hit hard a few times this inning. Throws one there, in for a strike. Good low fastball there.
The
Count is 0-2. I believe they did call that first pitch a strike then.
Ooh. 0-1. They didn't count. Yeah.
That one's grounded down. Schmiederer gets it, throws over to second. Zane steps on it, and that's the end of the inning. Maryland's able to get another one. It is now 2-0 with the bottom of the order due up for Elon. And welcome back here, everybody. The bottom of the third inning. Elon down 2-0 to Maryland. Got Zach Hartman, CJ Braun, and Justin Zilakowski due up here for Elon.
Well, the good news is that the offense has to improve at some point. We have not gotten a single man on base. So eventually, if I had to guess, we'd get someone on base, get something going, and Hartman's in a 1-1 count. Let's see if he can make that happen.
Yeah, we haven't made it a full time through the order yet.
No.
So, everybody's going to come up for their second at bat, try to figure out what this pitcher strategy is, and you never know.
Yeah.
Count is 2-1 here. That one's ripped into right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Hartman rounds first. He's going to stay. He's actually going to stay at first. He was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it. That would have certainly been a decision to try to stretch that into a double.
But great hitting there from Hartman, hitting it to the opposite field, and that is Elon's first base runner of the day.
Took a fastball down and away and just poked it into right. That was a great at-bat. Now we got CJ, the catcher, coming up. See if he can keep it going here.
Coach, catcher, senior, CJ Braun. He's a ton of experience here to this team.
Yeah. I've never felt a moonshot coming more in my life.
That one is going to be popped down the first base line. First baseman taking a look. Dives, almost makes a great play there.
That would have been an incredible play.
CJ's going to stay alive here.
Yeah. That would have been amazing.
It'll be interesting to see how Covey does here. This is his first time with runners on base.
Yeah, pitch it from the stretch. Let's see if
Pitching
we
from
can,
the stretch here. So
change up his rhythm a little bit, get him a little flustered. The Frank will do that to people.
the
Oh,
throw over barely gets back there. That's a good pickoff move. He has the full package, it seems.
yeah. No, he's got everything, it seems. But, let's see. We got the leadoff guy on. Let's just get one run in here and go from there.
Throw over again. Hartman gets back in safely. He throws over for a third time.
I mean, Hartman's not that fast.
And he's not. That one is going to be fouled off. Count goes to 0-2.
Maryland.
The throw over, he
Oh,
gets
they got
him.
him.
Great pick. He's thrown over there, I believe, 4 times. He finally got him on the 4th attempt, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's less than ideal, if we're being honest.
It's the pitch to CJ.
Even CJ
That's-
thought it was a.
That is strike 3,
Did the what was?
and that's the
Did
second out of the inning.
Did the ump not call that a strike originally? But then CJ.
I don't really know what happened there. Very interesting.
Yeesh.
But now Justin Zilkowski, the right fielder, is up to the plate.
Ish. Well, certainly not the offensive ending Elon wanted. There we go.
That
Jason
one is
Elon.
grounded down third base line, foul. Jay-Z going to look to try to get something going here for Elon with 2 outs in the third. The 0-1. That one's going to be outside. Count goes even at 1-1. Jay-Z, one of the plethora of corner outfields
Yeah.
this team has. That one goes in there. The count goes 1-2.
Oof. And now we get to see his curveball, which is more fun to watch than it is to try to hit. I bet.
And the 1-2.
There we go.
That one's grounded up the middle.
Oh.
Shortstop isn't able to get it. Eats him up. And Jay-Z's going to get on.
We'll give him a single.
We'll give Jay-Z a single there, as Tobias says. And that's Elon's second base runner of the
Yeah.
day as we head back to the top of the order with Jaden Ryan up to bat.
Yeah, that's. So now JC's got to watch out for the 7 pickoffs this kid's going to do. Or not.
That one's going to be low. Count goes 1-0. Pickoff. What a surprise there.
Yeah. Jeez.
Second pickoff attempt there. He's going to get in safely.
I mean, I would take the over on pickoff attempts for the game, whatever it is.
I mean, we're at
Number it.
6 right now.
Yeah.
And the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be popped in the left field. Gets under it, and that's the third out of the inning. Elon's able to get a few base runners on, but nothing can go across as we head to the top 4th inning with Maryland up 2-0.
This is 23. It's repels.
And welcome back here, everybody, to the top of the fourth inning here. Maryland up 2-0. We have Brian Rapelski up to
Oh.
plate as that first pitch from Sammy is over his head
Yeah.
for ball one.
The command of the breaking ball, he's kind of lost it a little bit the last inning and so far to start this inning. I would go back to the fastball changeup and then see if we can work the breaking ball in from there.
That one's going to be fouled off. Zane's taking a look over there, and that's going to fall. Count goes 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch, that one's also going to be fouled off. Count goes 1-2. Hitters have been very disciplined so far.
Yeah.
Today for Maryland. The 1-2, that one's going to be fouled off.
All right, that was a good pitch there.
It's on top of the batting cage over there.
There we go. That'll be someone will get in there and knock it down.
Count remains 1-2. And the pitch from Sammy. That one's ripped into center field. Jaden Ryan under it.
Oh.
And that's the first out of the inning. Got the DH, Eric Wong, coming up to the plate now.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Jaden. Those balls that are hit really hard right at you, they're a little tougher to judge, you know. So that was a good play by him.
Another hard hit ball there, but right at Jaden. And the first pitch here, that's going to be fouled off again.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's looked pretty good. He had that rough patch in the second inning or third inning. But
After the two
other than
outs,
that,
and then, yeah.
he's been really good.
Got an 0-1 count here. The pitch from Johnson. That one's going to be grounded right to Sammy. He's going to make the little toss over to Sawyer, and that's the second out of the inning.
Nice. That's a good play by Sammy there. After we've had some defensive mishaps in that area today, that's nice to get that play, get that guy out.
Now we have the second baseman, Anthony. Not even going to try to pronounce his last name anymore.
It's got to be some silent letters in there. There just has to be.
But he's up now, a 9-hole hitter. That one's ripped into left center field. Jimmy Bean coming over, and he makes the catch for the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning here for Sammy. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth inning with Jimmy Bean, Garrett Schmiederer, and Chris Sawyer due up for Elon. And welcome back here, everybody, to the bottom of the fourth inning here. Maryland up 2-0 on Elon. Right now we got left fielder Jimmy Bean up to the plate as that ball is outside for ball one.
Yeah, let's see. We got the top of the order. Jimmy's one of our better hitters. See if he gets up the going here.
That one is hit into left field. He's going to get under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Brandon Olam playing over in left field today for Maryland. Now we got Garrett Schmieder, the shortstop, up. He struck out his first time up back in the first inning. That one's going to get on the ground, throw from the catcher over to first, and that's the second out of the inning.
Yeesh.
Now we got first baseman Chris Sawyer up to bat.
Oh, it's a really good
That
pitch.
one's in there. Count goes 0-1. Cuffy's just locked in.
Yeah.
He really is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you got to hope he hangs one, and you got to take advantage of it. That's really our best bet.
That one's also in
Sweet.
there. Count goes 0-2.
Christ.
Covey trying to get another 1-2-3 inning here. That one's grounded down the first base line. Foul. And the 1-2. That one's grounded over the shortstop. He's going to grab it, throw over to first, and that's the third out. Nothing going there for Elon. Third 1-2-3 inning of the day. We're heading to the top of the fifth with Maryland up 2-1.
Book State or something like that.
And welcome back, everybody, here to the top of the fifth inning. Maryland up 2-0. Got the top of the order here up for Maryland with Brandon Olam, the left fielder, up to the plate.
This is the third time through the order. The last time these guys saw Sammy had some issues. He was throwing a lot of breaking balls. Let's see if he changes that up this time and goes maybe more
That
fastball.
one's ripped into right center field. Jaden making his way over, and he makes the catch. And now our favorite player on the Maryland team, center fielder Nick Newnham, is up to the plate.
Certified good Nick Newnham. Looks like the Terps are getting someone loose in the pen for some reason. We will
Very
take
interesting.
it. Rogers is furious that the opposing team is using the only bullpen on the field. I'm not sure I understand that from him.
And the first pitch to Newnham. That one's going to be outside. Count goes 1-0. I guess Rogers never realized that, that they always use our bullpen.
Yeah.
And the 1-0 pitch to Newnham. That one's going to be ripped down the first base line. Great job from Sawyer to keep it in front of him. And that's the second out of the inning.
That was a great play there by Sawyer. That ball was scorched.
Great job to just keep it in front of him. And Sawyer looks a little shaken up here. And now we got Gibby White up to the plate, first baseman,
Yeah.
with maybe the best name on the team.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, the pitcher's name, Jameson Covey. He just
Jamison
sounds
Covey
like
is,
a pitcher.
yeah, he just sounds like he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even see him at first, and we thought
We're like,
this
yeah,
kid's
this kid's
probably
pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
And he delivered.
Oh,
First
that's a
pitch to
good
Gibby, that's going to catch the inside corner. The count goes 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch to Gibby.
Oh, he went.
He's going to go around on that one. Count goes 0-2. Be a huge inning here for Sammy if he can go back-to-back 1-2-3s.
Yeah, I mean, Sam was kind of locked in after he had that rough third inning there. Obviously, I say that. This
And the
inning's not
0-2.
over.
That one's going to be low. Count goes 1-2. Good pitch there from Sammy.
Yeah, let's see. Now let's go.
Feels like it's starting to warm up here a little bit
Yeah.
at Francis Field.
No, it's feeling nice now.
It's no longer all caps cold like I put on my sheet for the weather. And that one's ripped into left field. That's going to be a base hit.
Oof. So this is how the last rally started,
Yep.
right? It was a two-out
With
single.
Gibby, I
with
believe.
Gibby White.
He's on base all 3 times he's been up to the plate. He
Yeah.
is a
All he
very
does is
good
hit.
hitter.
But now it's important for Sammy to lock in, make sure we get out of this inning unscathed.
Yep. We got the right fielder, Mason Burke, the cleanup hitter up now for Maryland. And the first pitch. That one's going to be
Oh.
low. Count goes 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Maybe a bit low.
It's a good idea there from Sammy. Try
Yeah.
to get him to chase on that one. And the 1-0. That's ripped through the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Gibby's going to hold up at second. And now Maryland's got first and second with 2 outs
The good
for
news is,
the catcher, Mark Sasso.
the good news is I just saw Gibby White go from first to second, and it looks like we're gonna have to have a double to score him here from second. So we have some wiggle room there. But
Ball in the gap is the only way.
yeah, but Sammy just has to lock in and get this kid out because we can't really give up another run right now.
First pitch. That one's going to be fouled out. Count goes 0-1. As you did mention, there is someone warming up in the bullpen for Maryland. Lefty. Looks like he's got some heat on him.
We're not sure why he's warming up. Covey has allowed 2 base runners.
Yeah. Well, he looks good. So,
Yeah,
but, you know,
but still.
the 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be on the ground. Zane gets under it. It eats him up. He turns. He can't make the play there. And now we got bases loaded with 2 outs for the second time this game.
That's a rough one. Zayd hasn't been as steady at second as he normally is, right? He had another ball that he kind of didn't really field cleanly, picked it up, got the guy out the first time. This time that ball just ate him up. That'll happen at the Frank occasionally. But now it's really big for Sammy just to kind of lock in and get this kid.
Now we got the shortstop, Ethan Ledvig, up at the plate. That pitch is fouled off. This is the second time, back in the third and now here in the fifth, where Elon was able to get 2 outs, nobody on, and then end up with the bases loaded at some point. They were able to score the first time. Let's see if Sammy can lock in and get out of this one without allowing a run.
Right, yeah, and we can't really give up more runs. Like, I don't think – I'm struggling to see a world in which Covey gives up more than 2.
Now we got an 0-2 count here.
Huge pitch.
This is a huge pitch here for Sammy. Try to get out of this jam. Maybe get a little bit of confidence in him.
Right. And he's pitched really well.
He
It's
really
just-
has.
He's had these end-of-inning, not meltdowns, but just the other team gets a rally going, and that's
And it's the middle of the order. The middle
Yeah.
of the order here for Maryland has been really good. They know how to get on base. They're smart disciplined hitters.
Strike 3.
That one's called a ball. I don't know where that missed. I don't think it did miss anywhere, but the count is now 1-2.
Certainly an interesting pitch not to swing at if you're the shortstop. And an 0-2 count, that's kind of the pitch you want.
And the 1-2 pitch here from Sammy.
Now that's
He gets it in there, strike 3, and he gets out of the bases loaded jam. Maryland's not able to score. They're still up 2-0, heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. They're not ready yet. And welcome back here, everybody, to the bottom of the 5th inning. Maryland up 2-0 on Elon. We got Zane Davis up to the plate now with Garrett Fitchton and Zach Hartman due up. We also have a new pitcher in the game for Maryland, lefty Will Proshetska, I believe, something like that. Don't really know why they took Covey out because he was dealing, but we'll see what we can do here. But we do have a special guest here for this inning. Arguably the MVP of yesterday's game, Matthew Mack, 4 1/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, lowered his ERA for the season by 45 points, everybody.
Yeah.
Matthew, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. It's a little cold out here, but we're getting along. That one's ripped down the right field line for a base hit. Matthew, like yesterday, let's talk about your game. How did you feel? What felt different, and what led to your success?
So we started off, it was about the 3rd inning when I think it was Adam told me to start to get loose. And so I was kind of like getting warm. I went over to the bullpen with Ruben, and I was like getting my warm-ups in. And then after the 3rd inning ended, I head back in, and I hear Glenn's going back out. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's fine. I was assuming maybe he gets one runner on, and I'll come back in, kind of like save him. But then he just kept going. And so then I was just kind of getting up and down, and usually that's not good for pitchers.
No.
No. But then I was kind of like just standing around for a little bit, and I'm like, okay, when is this gonna happen? I was just getting antsy, and I wanted to pitch really bad. And in my bullpen, it did not start off well. A few balls went into play.
Yeah.
No, but when I got on the mound and the came in bases loaded and then 3-pitch strikeout, I was feeling good.
Yeah.
And I think that when that one play with Sawyer where he missed it and then I caught it, that's when I knew I was
Arguably the play of the game right there.
yeah, that's when I knew I was like, okay, I think I got it, because I was also getting some calls that were a little bit questionable. But yeah, it felt good to come back after my last outing and perform like that.
Yeah, and it was a great performance, and it does sound like you may be able to pitch tomorrow as well, coming off of that.
Yes.
So, I mean, what did you do yesterday that you just felt like, you did really well? What was the best part of your game?
I think I finally got to my breaking ball, my curveball, my slider. Where they're moving really well. The new slider. I came into college or club ball only throwing 2 pitches, fastball, curveball, and then CJ helped me develop like a slider and cutter thing, which has really helped me just kind of expand my arsenal and get batters out.
That one's hit through the hole. That's going to be a base hit. Zane's going to take a wide turn, but he's going to stay at second. So now Elon's got runners on first and second with 1 out here for Zach Hartman. Sorry, for CJ. That was Hartman that got the base hit there. But yeah, speaking of CJ, obviously he's been really influential with this pitching staff this year, putting a lot of work in, getting plans ready for everybody. How has he helped you in particular just get ready for this season and really make an impact on the team?
He's done a lot with my confidence starting in the fall when I came in. I was just I didn't know what to expect a little bit. And CJ just has a great leadership quality that not many people have. And so him being also a catcher, which he can works with us even more than just kind of other people, I think it's just his leadership quality and being and wanting to work with us and help us get better. And it's helped me become a much better pitcher than I was in high school. So I honestly can't thank him enough for that.
So we got CJ Braun up, catcher, coach, senior, up the plate with runners on first and second here. Elon would love to get a few runs across here to try to get back into this game. I mean, you've obviously been watching this game. What did you see? What are you seeing from both Sammy and the starter here from Maryland, Covey? I mean, they're both pitching pretty well so far. Got a lot of command. I mean, overall, just like the pitching staff, how's everybody been working?
For us?
Yeah, for us. Yeah, just in general for us.
Yeah, I think we've been doing really well. As I was saying with CJ with leadership, also Nick Carey. During practices when CJ's not working with us, he's been taking control for getting people with exercises and drills that will help us. Okay. No, but we're looking good. We have a really deep staff. There's really no one that will go out there that I don't trust to get outs, which is amazing. I mean, we maybe have around 10 or so solid pitchers, which not many teams can say that.
No.
So I know we're can always compete in games when it's a pitching battle.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of those guys that you mentioned that are on that staff, that one's grounded up the middle, shortstop grabs it, flips over to second, throw to first, he's going to be out, and that is going to end the inning. CJ grounds into an inning-ending double play, nothing going here for Elon. We're heading to the top of the 6th with Maryland still leading 2-0. And welcome back here, everybody, to the top of the 6th inning. Elon is currently losing to Maryland 2-0. Sammy Johnson, though, still on the bump here, heading into the 6th. Well, he's exceeded our expectations for the day.
No, he's been really good. You can't really ask for much more than this. He's kept us in the game. In last inning, the offense got going a little bit until we got the unfortunate double play.
That one is fouled off. Zane and Sawyer had a look over there, but it goes into the bleachers. No casualties from what I can see over there.
No, that's good.
And I believe we've got Ethan Ledvig up? I don't remember where we left off last time, if I'm being completely honest.
I believe we have
but I believe
Rapelski.
It's Rapelski.
Ludwig struck out with the bases loaded.
He did. So it is Rapelski. I'm sorry, I did forget about that.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was Sammy's third punchy of the game. You know, not the biggest strikeout numbers, but he's still being really effective, getting a lot of weak contact. So keeping the pitch count down and being really effective that way.
That ball is grounded down the third baseline foul. The count is going to go 0-2. Sammy's been very efficient so far. I mean, there's no one doesn't even look like anybody's getting ready to even go over to the bullpen yet. They're sticking with him, keeping his pitch count low. And with 4 games this weekend, this is huge for the pitching staff. This is exactly what they needed. That one's low. Count goes 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, this compared with Matthew Mack's heroics last night have really helped save the bullpen.
Yes. Big innings eaten up by some of these guys.
Yeah.
When last night we thought we could have used a lot. That one's going to be fouled off. Count goes 0-2 still. Sammy's really pounding the strike zone here, but Rapelski's done a good job staying alive. That one's going to be inside. Count goes 1-2.
Let's see if we can finish this at bat off here.
And the 1-2 pitch. That one's ripped into left center field. Jaden coming on. Dives, makes the catch. Great play from Jaden Ryan there for the first out of the inning.
Jaden Ryan is good.
Certified good.
Yeah. I have a center fielder tier, and everyone's in the good tier. No, there's no other tiers.
There's no
in my
other
center
tier.
field rankings, everyone is good.
I don't know. I think Jaden's in that legendary ranking. You know, the one just above.
It's hard to be better than good.
It's
hard to be better than good.
That one is going to be popped up. Sammy gets under
go.
it, makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Pitchers are athletes too, is what they've always said, you know.
Now we've got my good friend Anthony here.
Yeah.
No last name because I'm not going to try to pronounce it. So, Anthony is up, the second baseman.
I got nothing.
And the pitch, that one's going to be in there. Strike 1. And the 0-1. That one's in there, strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch here from Sammy. That one is popped down the right field line. Justin Zilikowski gets under it, and that's the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 for Sammy. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning with Jay-Z, Jaden, and Jimmy due up. And welcome back here, everybody, to the bottom of the 6th inning. Maryland up 2-0 here.
Winnipeg.
Now we got Justin Zilikowski up
nobody.
here. And Will Proshetska still on the mound.
Yeah. I don't know what a count here. That's down.
Count is now 2-0, 3-0.
3-0.
Wait, no, the scoreboard is really messed up here. Count is 1-1.
1-1.
There we go. That one's grounded over to the shortstop. He makes the play, throws over to first, and that's the first out of the inning. Now we head back to the top of the order here with center fielder Jaden Ryan up. He's flown out to the left fielder both times today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fielder Brandon Olam.
So we have some sources saying that Maryland wants to keep their pitches to around a 50 pitch count today, as this is their first game.
Yeah.
So they
We'll not name our sources, of course. We keep confidentiality here.
I mean, got to keep some journalistic integrity here. But it does seem like they have someone else warming in the bullpen. So.
And the 2-0 pitch.
That's out.
That one's going to be outside. Count goes 3-0.
There we go. It's still only 2-0. You know, it seems like Maryland's kind of been dominating this game, but we have to realize it's only 2-0. We got the top of the order up. Now, no time like the present to start going.
That is in there. Count goes 3-1. Yeah, I mean, Maryland's definitely been, I wouldn't say dominate. That's ball 4. Jaden's going to get on first with a walk, his first time on base today. I wouldn't necessarily, they've been dominating, but they've just been in control.
Yeah.
I mean, both pitchers have been really good. Obviously, they've gotten on base a little more today. They've been very disciplined at the plate.
Mm-hmm. So we have a pitching change coming out now.
Yeah, it does look like we're going to have the second pitching change of the day. Let's see. I believe they are going to take him out. If they do, we're going to take a little break. Yeah, it does look like they are going to be making a pitching change here. So we are going to take a quick break, and we will be right back when we're ready to play ball again. And welcome back, everybody, here to the bottom of the sixth inning. Maryland up 2-0. We have a pitching change here.
Yeah.
Right-hander Andy Hood coming into the game for Maryland. We got Jimmy Bean, left fielder, up to the plate for Elon with Jaden on first.
And I've never heard a more generic reliever name.
That one gets
Andy
by to the
Hood.
backstop. Jaden Ryan's going to move over to second. Now Elon's got a runner in scoring possession for the second time today.
Now this is huge. You got to get this running. We got probably our fastest guy on the team at second, with our three of our better hitters coming up.
Any
Jimmy,
ball down
Schmid,
into the
and
outfield
Chris.
should score Jaden. Now the 1-0 pitch to Bean. That one's going to be in the dirt. Good block there from Sasso to keep Jaden over there on second.
Hood seems to have maybe not have great control as of right now.
Looks like the catcher's already come out to talk to Hood. Looks like the mound visit is now over. And Jimmy's going to step back into the box here.
Yeah.
He's flown out to the right fielder and the center fielder so far today.
But he's hit it pretty hard both times. So
He
maybe
has.
now if he can hit one in the gap here.
And the 2-0 pitch. That one's grounded down the third base line. Third baseman makes a great backhanded play. His throw over to first is in time for the second out of the inning. But Jaden's able to move over to third base. He is now 90 feet away from scoring.
Oh, this is going to be huge here.
We got Garrett Schmiederer up, the shortstop. Being able to get even just one run across would be huge for Elon here. Really get back into this game.
Yeah.
And it looks like we've got Alex Wiggitman moving over to the bullpen.
Yeah.
He's just going over now, so I don't expect him to go in anytime soon, because Sammy still looks dominant, a pretty low pitch count so far.
I think that's just a just in case scenario.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Wiggs will pitch today.
Yeah.
It's just got to get him ready because we are getting into that seventh inning.
Right.
And I think if Sammy does give up a run, it's going to be Wiggs' turn
Right.
to get out there. Garrett Schmiederer up. That's a swing and a miss. Great pitch there from Hood.
Yeah. This is a huge at bat here. It's
Count
2-1
goes 2-1,
count.
yeah.
Get something you like and just drive it. Get this run in.
1 run. That's all that's needed right now. Still plenty of ball game left. 2-1. That one's going to be low. Count goes 3-1. We got Chris Sawyer on deck. Flew out to the center fielder and grounded out to the third baseman. His 2 times up. And the 3-1 pitch from Hood. That one's going to be low and inside. Ball 4. Elon's going to have runners at the corners here. Now Elon's got something going here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, this is probably our best power hitter coming up now.
Pretty weak pickoff attempt there from Hood.
Yeah. Interesting. That's rough because Jaden's at third, right? He's really fast. If we see another weak pickoff attempt that Jaden reads, he might be able to sneak in and home.
That one's going to be low and outside. Count goes 1-0 to Sawyer. Got Zane Davis on deck for Elon. That one's going to be fouled off. That's another weak pickoff attempt over there.
Yeah, I don't really see the point that.
All I do know is Maryland loves to do pickoffs.
They do.
Whether you're good
one's
or
gonna
bad
go
at it.
away. Yeah.
That
Good
one's
baby
ripped
Sawyer.
into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Jaden Ryan gets in. Schmieder moves over to second, and Elon's back in this ball game. Sawyer with another RBI base hit.
What?
Now we got Zane Davis up.
Yeah.
With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning and the tying run on second.
This is huge now. A single probably scores Garrett, if I had to guess.
Zane singled his last time up
Yeah.
in the 5th. That one's going to be in there. Count goes 1-0, actually. It was going to be called a ball. No, sorry. Count is 0-1. Another miscalculation by the scoreboard there.
Yeah.
And the 0-1 pitch, that's going to be low. Count goes even at 1-1. Got even count here, 1-1 with 2 outs. Hood's going to step off.
Let's see. Hood has been struggling a little bit with his command. It's been a little on and off, and then he has to put one right down the middle, and that's what happened to Sawyer.
Good pitch there. Good curveball.
That's really good.
Count goes 1-2. We heard from our sources that he throws a lot of curveballs.
Yeah. Could be an issue. Might lead to some arm fatigue later in the game.
Zane Davis steps out. Going to get ready here. The 1-2 pitch to Davis. That one gets by the catcher. Schmieder goes over to third. He's going to be in there.
There we go.
Now the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Right, so now anything, even a balk, a wild pitch, anything gets the run in, which is huge.
Now the count is even at 2-2. Pitcher's going to step off again. And the 2-2, that's way outside. Count goes full at 3-2.
So now Sawyer will be off and running from first on the pitch.
Got Garrett Fitchton due up next. He's in the on-deck circle. Bases loaded. Tobias knows a thing or two
Yeah.
about Garrett up to the plate.
Could be a rough one. No, he didn't go.
He did not go. That is going to be bases loaded for Garrett Fitchton.
The wind is crazy, folks. I have some honey mustard here trying to keep my my score sheet, and it's just not even working here.
Fitchton hit a grand slam back in the fall season.
He did, yeah. Hey, we'll take a walk here. We'll take anything.
We will easily take a walk here.
Take a hit
tie
by
this
pitch.
game.
But a grand slam would be...
But, I mean, that would be something fun, wouldn't it?
That would certainly be fun.
Looks like we're going to have a mound visit here. Talk over the strategy.
Yeah. As Wiggeman has started to play catch in the Elon bullpen now. Makes you wonder if Elon ties this game up or takes the lead. Does that change the calculus for
Doesn't
Trust?
look like he's throwing any real pitches right now.
Right, he's just tossing.
Now the first pitch to Fitchton.
That's up.
That's going to be up. Count goes 1-0. That one's also going to be high. The count is now 2-0. And there is someone going over to the bullpen.
The Maryland Terrapins get someone going.
Swing and a miss there. That was
cut.
a big cut. Yeah, 2-1. As Alex Pope, I believe, is the one heading over to the bullpen. The 2-1. That one's fouled off. Count is now 2-2. Now remember, there are 2 outs here.
Yeah.
This is a big at-bat for Elon.
As I say, Deuce is wild. We got a 2-2 count with 2 outs, and the other team has 2 runs. So we're getting pretty close.
Elon down 1. They were able to get 1 back this inning. They can get at least 1 more. That
Yeah,
would be
that'd be
huge. And the 2-2 pitch. That one's going to be low. Count goes full.
Oh. Yeah, we're all running on the pitch now, so.
Benches are starting to get loud here. That one's grounding down the first base line. And Gibby is able to make the play for the final out of the inning. Elon's able to get 1 back, but leave the bases loaded. We're going to head to the top of the 7th inning. And welcome back here, everybody, to the top of the 7th here at Francis Field. Elon down 2-1 to Maryland. Sammy Johnson still on the mound, shoving.
Yeah, he's been all you can ask for and more today. As he's working on his 7th inning here.
And the first pitch in here, that one's going to be fouled off. Count goes 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch here. That one's going to be flied into center field. Jaden's tracking it, gets back, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
That's a great play there by Jaden. Again, it's hard to be better than good, Guza. And how's that honey mustard, Rogers? You like it? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff.
And now we got our good friend, Nick Newnham, up to the plate.
Former JMU outfielder.
Oh.
Yeah. Former JMU outfielder. I believe he was on the varsity team. Go Dukes, I guess.
First pitch to Newnham. That's going to be outside. Count goes 1-0. That one's going to be low. Count goes 2-0. Looks like we're going to be starting to throw some pitches in the bullpen now. That one's fouled off. Count goes 2-1. And I believe Alex Pope will probably come into the bullpen, into the game next inning.
It looks like it. I mean, it looks like he's warming up to go in and pitch.
Maryland has not been afraid to make pitching changes so far today. They're already through 3 pitchers, and it looks like Alex is going to be their 4th. And the 2-1 pitch from Sammy. That's going to be in there. Count goes even at 2-2.
That was a filthy pitch. And it's interesting, though, that the Terps are making all these changes because people forget we have 2 games tomorrow.
Yep.
So, that could lead to some issues for them.
And the 2-2 pitch here from Sammy. That's going to be lined into left field and foul. Sammy has really settled into this game.
Yeah.
so
No,
far.
He's cruising. He is exactly what this team needed right now. He
Yeah.
hasn't gotten a ton of punchies. He's got 3 strikeouts, but
But he's been efficient.
Yeah.
He's been very efficient. Hasn't really gotten behind in the count very often.
No.
Rarely goes to full.
a lot of soft contact.
A lot of soft contact. And the most important thing is when they do get into the outfield, it's staying in the park.
Yeah.
It's not finding the gaps. And this outfielders are being able to make pretty simple plays. That one's fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. As the wind begins to pick up here, it's going in towards home plate, so unlikely that we're going to see any big flies right now unless the wind direction changes. But the 2-2 pitch here to Newnham. That's going to be lined down. Count's going to remain at 2-2.
Alex Fernandez is here.
Going pretty well. And now the 2-2 pitch here from Sammy to Newnham.
Oh,
It's going to be low. Count is going to go full, 3-2. I believe this is only the second or third time today that he's going count full.
yeah. No, he's been
On
really
hitters.
efficient. Working very quickly.
And the 3-2 pitch here. That one's lined up the middle. Sammy runs after it. He's going to flip over to first, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Now, Sammy does look shaken up here. That was a hard line drive right at him.
Eesh.
We'll see if he's okay real quick. Looks like he's fine. And it looks like Sammy Johnson's going to stay in the game here.
Yeah. Maybe they'll see if he can throw a warm-up or two just to make sure that it still is fine.
Yeah, it looks like Sammy may do a few warm pitches, but on deck is Gibby White, who has been a menace at the plate today.
Yeah. Is Gibby batting now?
Gibby's going to be up now, I
Heck.
believe. Yeah,
Oh.
Gibby White. He not only has he been a menace to the plate, he's been a menace to the plate with 2 outs.
Yeah.
Gotten on base multiple times.
No, I mean this is Sammy's last hitter. Regardless, right? If he gets this guy out, I think Wiggs comes out for the 8th. So this is huge. Sammy can dig deep, maybe rear back for a little extra juice on the fastball there, and see if he can toss it past Gibby.
Yeah, it looks like Wiggerman's coming in from the bullpen now. He
Yeah.
left his glove there, I think.
Maybe he's getting bands or something to try to stay warm.
That ball's low. Count goes 1-0. But yeah, I think Sammy's out here to finish this inning.
Yeah.
And then I'd be very surprised if he comes out for the 8th, just with Wiggerman warming up.
Right. If Gibby gets on, do you think it's Wiggerman time?
No, I think Sammy probably stays in. I mean, obviously, Wiggerman's left his glove in the bullpen. I don't think he's expecting to get the call yet.
Yeah,
I think
that's
a
true.
few runners get on, then it starts to get in there. As Gibby lines that over to third, Hartman makes the play, throws over to first, and that's
Got
the
him.
end of the inning. Sammy Johnson has pitched 7 innings, allowing 2 earned runs. It is 2-1 Maryland heading to the bottom of the 7th with Hartman, CJ, and JZ due up. And welcome back, everybody, here to the bottom of the seventh inning with Maryland up 2-1. Looks like Andy Hood is going to start the inning with Alex Pope still in the bullpen. Got Zach Hartman up now for Elon. That one is low. Count goes 1-0.
Last time Hartman was up, he got a hit. Let's see if we could keep doing that.
He's been on base both times. He's got 2 base hits so far today.
Maybe he doesn't need to get picked off. We can knock
that one's flared into right field. And that's going to drop for a base hit. Mason Burke, the right fielder, was not able to hold on. It was great effort.
Yeah, it was a good
and
effort.
It looks like they're going to go to a pitching change here. One softly hit ball, and Hood is yanked. Alex Pope is going to come in from the bullpen. We're going to take a quick break here as we wait for them to be ready to play again. And welcome back here, everybody, to the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach Hartman led off the inning with a bloop base hit into right field. And Maryland made a pitching change with Alex Pope coming into the game to face his first batter, CJ Braun.
Big at bat here from CJ. CJ, with his tendency to hit the ball into the ground, might get a double play. So I would not be shocked if we saw him lay down a nice little bunt here.
And there it is. That one's bunted straight at the pitcher. He's going to easily get to second, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Now we got Justin Zilikowski up to the dish. The runner on second.
Yeah, this is huge at bat. He's put 2 good at bats together. Hit the ball hard, right to the shortstop both times. One time the shortstop kind of bungled it. Other time shortstop made the play. Let's see if Jay-Z can get this runner in here.
And the first pitch here to Jay-Z, he's going to call time.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's going to step back into the box here. And the first pitch, that one's going to be outside. Count goes 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch to Zilakowski. That one's going to be popped up.
Shit.
Pope gets under it, and he makes the catch
That's less than ideal.
for the second out of the inning.
But
Now we're going to head to the top of the order here with Jaden Ryan up. He got in his last time up with a walk, had a stolen base, and scored a run. That was back in the last inning in the 6th.
yeah, this would be huge just to get a hit here. Get Hartman in.
Harmon's been on base with 3 singles in his 3 at-bats. That one's
Oh,
fouled off. Good
that's
pitch
good
to hit
cut.
there.
Yeah, and Hartman's not the fastest kid in the world, but he's got to get a big enough lead where that he can score on a single. Because you have to send him, unless it's like a line shot right at someone. You have to send Hartman here.
We got an 0-1 count here with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position is Hartman. Elon is down 1, so getting this runner in would be good. Also take Sammy out of line for the loss
Yeah.
at the same time. And the 0-1 pitch. That's called a strike. Apparently the count goes 0-2.
See, that's not a great call.
And the catcher's going to call time there. An 0-2 count here. 2 outs, runner on second. Jaden Ryan up to bat. And the pitch in. That one's going to be lined down the first base line. It's going to get in! Hartman rounds third. He's heading home. The throw from Burke.
Yeah, he would have been out by about 1.5 miles.
Yeah, Hartman
But
ends
we'll
up
take it.
staying. Good hold there. Jaden is able to advance to second. And Elon's in business here with runners on second and third.
2 outs.
Good hitting there from Jaden. And good heads-up play to move over to second base. Hartman's able to move over to third. And now you got Jimmy Bean, left fielder, up to the plate. And the first pitch to Jimmy. That one's grounded right to the pitcher. Pope's going to grab it, flip over to first, and that's going to end the inning. 2 runners in scoring position to end it. Nothing going for Elon. The game is still 2-1 as we head to the top of the 8th. And welcome back here, everybody, here to the top of the 8th inning. Sammy Johnson still on the bump.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy's been fantastic today. I don't know if, last inning he got hit. It looked like in the oblique chest area. I don't know if maybe that would, start to hurt in between innings. It looked like it.
Especially in the cold.
Yeah. But, yeah, it does look like we have Wiggs warming up in the bullpen. Yeah. So if I had to imagine, we have a pretty short leash here.
I think a runner or 2 on here,
yeah,
and they're going to pull the plug. But he's had a great
for sure
game so far. The 0-1 pitch here. That one's going to be in the dirt. Count goes 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside. Count goes 2-1.
to count 2-1. Yeah. Big better here for Sammy. If he walks it,
That one is ripped into right field. Zilikowski going back, and he makes the catch for the first out.
There we go. People forget how good of a drafter he is of 3-on-3 basketball talent, folks. He sniped Guza and I later in the draft. Great value. He then took Nick Ronholm, which can't win them all. Guza can't win them all. But he's just a hell of a captain.
Hell of a captain, hell of a player in both basketball and baseball.
Yeah.
He gets the first out of the inning here. And that one's foul tip. Count goes 0-1. Sammy has been very efficient so far, especially later in this game.
Oof.
That one's going to be high. Count goes even at 1-1. Since that fifth inning where there was the second occurrence of the 2 outs, nobody on, 2 bases loaded situation. Since then, 6, 7, and now 8, he has been locked in.
Yeah. No, he's been really good.
And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Great pitch there. Count goes 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Great pitch there from Sammy. That's going to be the second out of the inning.
Strikeout number 4 of the game. That was a really dirty pitch.
Sammy's game here is aging like fine wine.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he might just finish the game.
You never know. He could.
As
We
we
got
have
2
Kyle
outs here.
Murphy warming up in the batting cage. People forget, last time he pinch hit, he hit a home run.
That one's in there. Count goes 0-1. Murphy, one of the best power hitters on this team. And the 0-1, that one is fouled off. Count goes 0-2. What would be a better end to this outing than a nice little strikeout here?
So if you strike this kid
back.
out, do you send him back out there for the 9th?
You could. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, what if the game is tied or we're winning? Do you do it? I mean, there's different situations here. The 0-2, that one's fouled off.
I mean, I think we know the 2 pitches they're going to use today. It's Sammy, and then they're going to go to Wiggs.
Yeah.
If they're tied or winning, or even losing by 1 next inning, the first guy who gets on base, you go to Wiggs.
Oh, no question about it.
You have a very short leash, but I think you might do it.
And the 0-2, that one's high. Count goes 1-2.
We're also not entirely sure what his pitch count is, so that changes things.
Sammy gets set. The 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be popped up into right field. Zilikowski's calling it off. His hat falls off, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out. Sammy Johnson, 1-2-3 inning. An outstanding performance so far through 8. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Francis. Welcome back, everybody, here to Francis Field, bottom of the 8th inning. Garrett Schmiederer, Chris Sawyer, and Zane Davis due up here for Elon, down 2-1. Swing and a miss on that one.
Yeah, this is huge. We got to get something going here. We have the top of the order ish, middle of the order, with Schmid. Then Sawyer's got a lot of pop, and then Zane.
And the 0-1 pitch to Schmiederer. That's going to be in the dirt. Count goes even at 1-1. Alex Pope is still on the mound here for Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many more pitches that they have,
Yeah, especially since they got to save some for the rest of the weekend.
Right.
And it looks like they don't have a very big bench here.
No.
That one's lined into center field. That's going to be a base
go.
hit. Schmiederer gets on base for his second time in a row. And Elon in business here in the bottom of the 8th. Now we got first baseman Chris Sawyer up, who had an RBI base hit his last time up, so he's driven in the only run of the game.
How about another RBI hit here? That'd be huge.
An RBI home run, as
Wow.
Justin Rogers said, would be elite.
Geez.
Throw over. What a surprise.
Eventually, they're going to try to pick it off and throw it away, right?
Yeah, I mean, at some point. You would think so. Unless you're like Andy Hood. You're just going to lob it over there,
It's true.
Now the first pitch to Sawyer. Swing and a miss on that one. Good pitch there from Pope. Count goes 0-1. Pope's going to look over at first at Schmiederer.
Ooh, back. Oh, almost
Another
threw
pickoff
that one
attempt
away.
there.
It was almost into the woods by Francis, as they're called.
That'd be huge to get a runner in scoring position here. Any way that you can. And the 0-1. That one's hit into deep right field. Right fielder going back, and he's going to make the catch for the first out.
Dude, the wind did not help that one.
Yeah, the wind is blowing hard right now.
Yeah.
Straight back from center field in towards home plate. Balls are not flying today.
No.
Now we got Zane Davis up, who walked his last time up and had a base hit back in the 5th. Gotten on base 2 of his 3 times up. And the first pitch, that's going to be in there for strike 1.
Oh. That looked a little down.
And the 0-1 pitch to Zane. That's going to be in there, fouled off. Count goes to 0-2. Got Garrett Fitchton due up on deck.
Wiggs is not throwing, so makes me think that they're going to go to Sammy to start the 9th and then have a very quick hook.
Got an 0-2 pitch here. That's going to be high. Count goes 1-2. We got one out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Elon down 2-1 with the runner on first. That one's also going to be outside. The count is going to go even at 2-2.
Yeah, again, Zane's a very patient hitter, right? He's not going to get himself out by swinging at pitches not in the zone. So he's making the pitch come to him, and it seems to work for him.
And is a very disciplined hitter.
Yeah.
Going to get time here. Garrett Fitchton on deck with Zach Hartman, who is 3 for 3 today in the hole. And the pitch to Zane. That one's grounded down to third, and that's going to be foul.
There we go. Oh.
Fan tries to make a play there. Almost stumbles a little bit.
Yeesh, yeah, and that's...
But, you know,
I love
the
the
attempt
effort.
was there.
Love the effort.
Now Zane's getting ready to step back into the batter's box here. Love to get on base for the 3rd straight time here.
Yeah. No, he's been an on-base machine, not only today, but all year.
And the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be low. So a 2-2 pitch. Count goes full at 3-2.
So do you think you send the runner? You said the runner here, 3-2? I know it's one out.
With one out, you could. Schmieder does have some speed.
Yeah. And Zane's a good contact guy, too.
Nice little hit and run. Nope. That one's ripped down the line. That's going to be a base hit. Zane Davis with his third straight time on base. And now Elon's got something cooking here with runners on first and second and one out. Now we got Garrett Fitchton, the DH, coming up to the plate here with a runner in scoring position. The leading run on first. Catcher's going to head back to home after having a little meeting with Alex Pope. Now, if anybody could hit one out into this wind, it would be Fitchton.
Yeah.
Going to take a quick look back over at Schmiederer at second. And the pitch into Fitchton. Swing and a miss there. The count goes 0-1.
Yeah. He swung at that? I could barely see.
I could not tell.
Did he swing it? Did he swing?
He didn't swing?
So
okay, never mind.
Huh.
Count is 1-0. Oh. That one's ground down the first base line. That's going to be foul. Count goes 1-1. Fitchton is grounded out twice today and struck out once. Looking to get on base for the first time today. And the 1-1. It's going to be low. Count goes 2-1. Good job from the catcher there, keeping that one in front of him.
It's a great block. A good on by Fitchton here. He can be patient, right? We've got Hartman on deck. Hartman's 3 for 3. Just there's no need to go out of your zone and try to do too much here.
No. Pope's going to take a look back over at second. At Schmiederer. And the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be outside.
Oh, he called that one a strike?
He called that a strike,
Sweet
apparently.
Jesus,
Count goes even at 2-2.
Yeah.
Now we got a 2-2 pitch here.
That's
going to be high. Count goes full 3-2.
Ooh. I mean, come on, folks. This is the drama that you want.
Got Hartman on deck with C.J. Braun in the hole.
If I had to guess, we saw Kyle Murphy warming up. If I had to guess, Kyle Murphy will be pinch hitting for C.J. Braun.
And the 3-2. That one is popped up. And they make the catch. That's going to be the second out. Good play there from the right fielder, Burke.
Yeah,
now we got Zach Hartman up, who is 3 for 3 today. All right, so we got runners on first and second, tying run on second, leading run on first. Hartman is 3 for 3 today. Would be a big moment here.
Yeah. Who is that in the on-deck circle? Can you see?
Maybe Barbesi?
Yeah, it might be Barbesi.
I think it's Trevor Barbesi in the on-deck circle. That one gets in there. Count goes 0-1. And the 1-0 pitch here. That one's grounded up the middle. Shortstop charges it, gets it, throws over to first. In time. That's going to be the end of the inning. Elon's able to get 2 on. Nothing going. The game remains 2-1 heading into the top of the 9th inning. And welcome back, everybody, here. Top of the 9th inning. Elon currently losing to Maryland 2-1. Sammy Johnson back out there for the 9th inning.
Yeah, I mean, he's feeling
110 pitches.
Didn't realize that. He probably talked to the coaches, tried to convince them to let him keep pitching. If I had to guess, he'd have a really short leash.
At this point, it's definitely a short leash. If anybody
gets on
base,
you got to go to Wicks. There's no reason not to go to Wicks.
He's been warming up for a while now. It's like 3 innings, actually, I think.
Yeah, which is not ideal for a pitcher. So if I had to guess, yeah.
We see Barbesi hitting some balls over in the cage. The 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be low. Count goes even at 1-1. Currently 12:05 Eastern time.
Yeah.
2 hours, 5 minutes.
Yesterday at this point,
we were in like the 5th inning.
Yeah.
At this point last night. And the 1-1. Believe that's a strike. He did foul it off. Count goes 1-2. Okay. Wasn't sure if he had fouled that off or not, or if it had gone off home plate.
Yeah.
But count is now 1-2 here. And the pitch from Sammy.
Got him.
Ooh. Fouled off again.
That did not look like he fouled it off from back here.
No. So Elon is down 1 right now. Currently, it's CJ, JZ, and Jaden due up. But as we said, we saw Murphy hitting in the cage. We saw Barbesi hitting in the cage. He's just finished up. We're interesting to see what Coach Favorman does with the lineup. The 1-2 pitch. That's lined up the middle. Schmieder gets it, throws over to first.
Got him.
In time. Great
play.
play there from Schmieder. Good arm strength. Gets the first out on the slow roller.
The old 1-6-3 put out there. Yeah, that's a really good play out of Schmieder after Sammy deflected it. Yeah, no, that would have been right in the center if Sammy didn't get a glove on it.
Huge play there from Schmieder. That probably would have been the end of Sammy's day there with a base runner on. He's going to stay in here now with 1 out. First pitch, swing and a miss. Great high fastball there. Count goes 0-1. That's in there. Count goes 0-2. Wigeman's done in the bullpen. He's going to head over to the dugout.
Yeah, so he's probably good to go at this point.
He's ready to come in whenever he's needed. And the 0-2, it's going to be high. Count goes 1-2.
So,
the 1-2.
Hit him.
That hits him. And he
Said
gets
he
him.
swung.
He said he swung. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's huge.
CJ goes and grabs the ball, tries to throw it over to Hartman. It's over his head.
We have some breaking news from our sources. It's official. Trevor Barbesi will pinch hit for CJ in the 9th, which we expected.
Great call by the blue there.
Yeah. He got hit by a pitch over the plate.
So he leaned in. That's the official call there.
Which is incredible. They rarely call that.
And the first pitch here, that one's going to be low. Count goes 1-0.
It's rough to lead into a pitch, especially Sammy throws pretty hard. Get hit, freezing cold day like today, then still get
It's going to sting.
Strikes.
The 1-0, that one's also going to be low. Count goes 2-0. As the rain begins to fall, very light rain here so far.
Yeah.
Let's open up the water bottle. And the 2-0 here from Sammy. That's going to be grounded down there. Schmieder grabs it, throws over to first.
Got him.
In time, third
play.
out. Sammy Johnson, 9 innings, 2 runs allowed. What a performance from Sammy. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Elon down 2-1 with Barbesi, JZ, and Jaden due up. Welcome back, everybody, here. Bottom of the 9th inning. Elon currently down 2-1. Sammy Johnson just finished an immaculate 9 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got Trevor Barbesi here, pinch hitting for CJ Braun. That first pitch is going to be low. Count goes 1-0.
Folks, everyone's going to the dugout. We're going to start chirping.
And the 1-0 pitch
Oh, ball's out.
is going to be outside. Count goes 2-0.
Jeez.
Oh, he called it a strike.
Called it a strike.
It is. Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that one there.
Now the 1-1 pitch to Barbesi. That's going to be high. Count goes 2-1. As I mentioned last inning, the rain is beginning to fall here.
Mm-hmm.
As everybody from center field is beginning to run over towards the dugout. And the 2-1.
Oh.
Swing and a miss there. Got him tied up on the inside pitch. Count goes even at 2-2. And the 2-2 from Pope to Barbesi.
So,
It's going to be high. Count goes full at 3-2.
oh, huge pitch here. Right? Leadoff runner on. And then if I had to guess, you have to bunt Jay-Z if the leadoff guy gets on.
The 3-2. That's going to be popped up, going towards the stands. Gibby going over.
No, yeah.
That's out of play.
So he caught the ball. That's
He
incredible.
caught the ball, but it doesn't count.
No. Center fielder thinks that if you catch the ball, it should count. Yeah, he's got a point. It was a really good catch, but we'll take it.
Some rain shown there
Yeah.
by Gibby. And the 3-2 pitch from Pope. It's going to be low, ball 4.
That's huge.
Elon's got a base runner here. The tying run is on base. And Jay-Z is up to the plate.
This has got to be a sack butt time. Yeah. As we've done a pinch running here, Theron Costales comes in to pinch run for Barbesi. Theron is very fast, and this is a no-brainer decision here by coach.
Yeah. Get a guy on there. Interesting to see if they send him at any point. Try to get that tying run in scoring position. See if Faberman is aggressive. The throw over to first. He's going to be safe.
Uh-oh. The score sheet is getting very wet now.
Yeah.
I might just stand over it and then finish it later. Actually, that's not bad.
And the pitch to Jay-Z. He squares the bunt. He puts it down the third base line. It's a good bunt. He's not going to throw over to second. He's going to be out at first. But Theron is able to move over to second base. He's now in scoring position. Now we've got top of the order here. Jaden Ryan up to bat. Runner in scoring position. A base hit should score Theron here.
Yeah, I mean, come on, folks.
We do have some warming up in the bullpen for Maryland.
Yeah. Nobody warming up for Elon. If I had to guess, it's got to be Wiggs if we go into extras.
That ball's going to be low. Count goes 1-0 to Jaden.
Jaden just gets a hold of one here, puts it over the right field fence, and we all go home happy.
And the 1-0 pitch, that's going to be high. Count goes 2-0. That one's going to be a ball. Count goes 3-0.
See, that's a strike. Ish.
We got-
Ump spin on and off all game.
Very erratic strike zone here.
Yeah.
We got Jimmy Bean on deck.
Do you give Jaden the take here?
I don't know. I mean, with the chance to drive in the tying run, I think you can't. But that one's called a strike.
Believe it or not, that was the same pitch he just called a ball.
Count goes full at 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch to Ryan.
Oh,
Fouled
that's
off.
a really good pitch.
It's a big at-bat here. Tying run in scoring position. Getting Jaden Ryan on base would be huge with his speed.
Yeah.
His ability to make things happen on the base paths. And a 3-2 pitch from Pope to Ryan. That one's lined into right field. Center, right fielder going back at the wall. It's going to drop.
Come
Theron
on.
is rounding third. He's going to head home. This ball game is now tied. Jaden Ryan with an RBI triple. This game is tied here in the bottom of the ninth.
Wow. Wow. I mean, what an at-bat from Ryan. Got it to 3-2, fouled off some pitches, and absolutely crushed one. And now we got kid with Jaden's speed at third. Heart of the order coming up, and we have a pitching change for the Maryland Terrapins. We'll be back when they're done.
We'll be back in a few. Welcome back, everybody. There actually wasn't a pitching change. They're going to stick with Alex Pope here.
Yeah.
And now we got Jimmy Bean up with the winning run, Jaden Ryan on third.
What an opportunity here.
What a clutch play by Jaden there. 3-2 count, ripping a triple into right field. And that first pitch is high and outside. Count goes 1-0.
Makes you wonder, do they walk him to set up the double play?
I mean, it's definitely a strategy, but as of right now, it doesn't look like it. That one's ripped
There we
into
go.
center
That'll
field.
do it.
That's going to go over. Newman gets it. He's going to throw home. Jaden Ryan going. It's cut off. The ball game is over. Jimmy Bean with a walk-off sac fly.
Wow.
Elon has been down all game long. Jaden Ryan with the clutch 3-2 triple, drives in Theron, and Jimmy Bean finishes it off. Sammy Johnson with the complete game win, absolute dominance from him on the mound, and Elon takes game one of the series here at Francis Field.
Yeah, what a game. Everything went right. Everyone played fantastically. Maryland's a very good team, as we saw today. Huge win for the fellas, and they're right back at it tomorrow.
We'll be back here tomorrow with a doubleheader. Huge 3-2 win here today for Elon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.